Hi, I'm Mary Marola, founder of Function Junction. Today I'm going to show you one of my favorite recipes, chicken Milanese. So the first thing we're going to do is start with a boneless, skinless chicken breast and slice it into thin cutlets. I have a boning knife here, a Victorinox made in Switzerland, very sharp. I just sharpened it. Holding the breast down with my hand, I'm going to do slice number 1. That's our first cutlet. And then I'm going to do one more. So really, out of a half breast of chicken, you're able to get 3 cutlets, which is great. Now, once you make the chicken Milanese, you can actually convert to a chicken Parmesan if you'd like, or a chicken with mushrooms. So there's lots of variations on this. Next thing we're going to do is tenderize, and I use a piece of wax paper just to avoid mess. This is a meat tenderizer. There's many of them out there. What I'm doing is breaking up the connective tissue in the chicken, and that's going to allow it to absorb the marinade much better. We don't need to completely flatten this. It's more important to really break up that connective fiber. Okay. Now that that's done, just a little trim here. Now we're going to make our marinade. So we're starting with buttermilk. This is a typical low-fat buttermilk. Then I have a combination of Romano and Parmesan cheese, garlic powder. This is one of those applications where the garlic powder is actually better than fresh garlic. Salt, which helps activate the buttermilk. Fresh pepper. Fresh black pepper, a little on the coarse side, that's good. And we're going to take some fresh parsley. I'm going to take the stems off. And I'm going to do a nice fine mince on that. And we're going to put our chicken into this mixture. I like a nice fine mince. It's a really simple marinade, but works wonderfully with this dish. Okay, so now that we have that ready, the chicken's going to go in here. And it's good to turn the chicken. I like to let mine sit for at least 24 hours and then turn it a couple times to be sure that all of the chicken is really getting saturated. And what you'll find is that much of this marinade will actually be absorbed in the chicken. And the way we can tell that our oil's at the right temp is we're taking the back. Come over and take a peek at this. Take the back of it. When that starts to sizzle, you know your oil is nice and hot. I have some panko here. Panko is Japanese breadcrumb. And I'm going to start by taking the marinated chicken. And dredging it with the panko. I try not to use my fingers just because this is a real sticky mixture. And then put it in the oil. Now that's cooking a little faster than I want it to cook. Cast iron is an incredible conductor of heat. So I'm just going to move it a little bit, dial it back. While those are cooking, I've got another one ready. So you see, the preparation is very important on this dish so that you can move quickly with the hot oil. Now you notice I use a skimmer in order to take out the panko that has dropped. If we take that out of the oil, we don't get a bitter taste in the oil. And my oil mixture, by the way, is a combination of olive oil and canola. Now I'm going to put these in the oven, keep them warm, let the cooking finish while that last cutlet is still frying. So now it's time to take it out of the oven. This is a great way to finish cooking the chicken Milanese without burning it. Those are our cutlets. Now I'm going to plate them and show you how we garnish this dish. Now remember, it's hard to believe that these are 1/3 size pieces of a half breast, but they are. And some are a little darker than others, and you know, that's okay. They're all cooked through. Look at that. Now the ideal garnish for this is going to be some flat parsley. I'm going to take the stems off. And then a lemon. Now remember, you're always going to roll your lemon to break it up. Let me squeeze a little on. Sprinkle on the parsley. And the perfect finale are the capers. And I'll tell you, you can't have this dish without the capers. And even if you think you don't like capers, you're going to have to try it at least one time. There you are, chicken Milanese. I'm Mary Marola. Shop at Function Junction, Crown Center in Kansas City, Missouri, or visit us online at functionjunction.com. We sell cool cooking stuff that gives you kitchen confidence.